can start.
Good morning, sir. I'm Pratyusha, and my teammates are Aishwarya, Sanjana, and Sahana. And our project is parsing table generator. Next slide, Sahana. So we'll be looking at the introduction, problem definition, the objectives and some requirements for the project, and finally coming to the design and working of the project. Next slide. So a parser is a compiler that is used to break the data into smaller elements coming from lexical analysis phase. A parser takes input in the form of sequence of tokens and produces output in the form of parse tree. A parser is that phase of compiler which takes token string as input with the help of existing grammar, converts it into the corresponding parsing tree. Parser is also known as syntax analyzer. Parsing is of two types, top-down parsing and bottom-up parsing. In top-down parsing, the top-down parser is a parser which generates parse for the given input string with the help of grammar productions by expanding the non-terminals. That is, it starts from the start symbol and ends on the terminals. It uses leftmost derivation. Further, top-down parser is classified into two types, recursive descendant parser and non-recursive descendant parser. Recursive descendant parser is also known as brute force parser or with the backtracking parser. It basically generates the parse tree by using brute force and backtracking. Non-recursive descendant parser. It is also known as LL1 parser or predictive parser or without backtracking parser or dynamic parser. It uses parsing table to generate the parse tree instead of backtracking. Next slide. So looking into the construction of LL1 parsing table, we have it to construct the parsing table. We have the following functions, that is first and follow. First, after computing the first and follow set for each non-terminal symbol, we have to construct the parsing table. In the table, rows will contain non-terminals and the columns will contain the terminal symbols. All the null productions of the grammar will go under the follow term elements, and the remaining productions will lie under the elements of first set. Next slide. So the problem statement is to design a program that will generate the predictive parsing table for a given grammar, and Sahana will be continuing with the objective.
So the objective of this project is to first find the first and follow sets for the grammar that is given by the user, and then constructing the parsing table with the help of first and follow sets. Then lastly, the desired output is the parsing table with the first and follow set. Requirements. So the requirements of this project is a computer with Windows 7 Plus or Ubuntu 6.04 Plus operating system. We need 2 GB RAM and Python 3 and required packages like Tabulate installed. So the flowchart starts with when we first enter the grammar G in a text file. Then we compile the Python program, and if it is a success, then we move to run the program. Else we recheck the code and grammar that we entered for errors, and then run the code again. If we still get an error, we again recheck till the error is resolved, and once again running of the code happens. So once the running of the code succeeds, we then find the first set using the first set function. So first set function is basically created to know what terminal symbol needs to be derived from the non-terminal symbols. Then we find the follow set. So in the follow set, we basically calculate what terminal symbol immediately follows the non-terminal symbol in the production symbol. So after computing the first and the follow set for each non-terminal symbol, we have to construct the parsing table. And next we verify the parse table, first set and the follow set. Next, Aishwarya will continue with explaining the design.
Coming to the design part, let us consider this example grammar. S derives to L or A, and L derives to L, S or S. After solving left recursion, we get S derives L or A, and L derives S L dash or epsilon. First of S is nothing but A, and the first of L is nothing but A again. Since L derives S, so S can also derive L, and first of L dash is nothing but epsilon. So the follow set of S, since it is starting non-terminal, it is given as dollar symbol. And the follow set of L is nothing but brackets, and the follow set of L dash is also nothing but the brackets. Next slide. This is the table generated, parser table, which is generated. And so as we can see here, the rows are the non-terminals and the columns are the symbols, which we get. And the parser table is nothing but for the particular non-terminal and a particular symbol, which production gives us the particular symbol. So that is the parsing table. If there are two entries in the parsing table, that means the given grammar is not L1 parser symbol. Next, Sanjana will continue.
So coming to the working of our model, we have used Python programming and we are using the following syntaxes. We use euros as epsilon and brackets as a separator and the pipe symbol as the OR symbol. Now let's move on to the code of this project. So in this implementation of a parse-tree generator, we have to import tabulate, which helps to create small tables. Just by one function, call it can format the table according to the data. Let's go through the modules we have used now. First, we have used import RE module that implements the regular expression matching operation. Regular expressions use the / character to indicate special forms to allow special characters to be used without invoking their special meaning. Then we have used import ordered dict, which is a dictionary subclass that can remember the order in which the keys were inserted. That is, it preserves the order in which keys were inserted. Regular dict does not preserve order and iterates in an arbitrary order. Import sys provides various functions and variables that are used to manipulate different parts of the Python runtime environment. It also allows operating on interpreters as it provides access to variables and functions that interact strongly with the interpreter. And then we have used import OS that provides functions for interacting with the operation system and comes under Python standard utility modules. So there are basically 4 major functions in our program. First one is diff grammar. This function accepts the grammar we are using, and one thing to note here is that we are using ordered dict. Like we discussed, this is a bit different from the one we are using in Python. This dictionary can also remember the order in which we are giving the entries. So this function def grammar is used to accept the incoming grammar, and then we are storing it in G. Next function will be explained by Aishwarya.
Next is to generate first set. First set is nothing but generating first symbol, which we get after scanning. So if we scan from left to right, so first set we are defining a dictionary, and then the first symbol which we are updating, we are passing this to the first set. Next is follow set. Follow set, we also need the first set because follow set depends on first set. So first we get the grammar, we pass the grammar and we generate the first set, and then we create a follow, and then we define the string. We define it for enumerate of x. Here x is nothing but in grammar, if it is a string, that means it is a next symbol after the terminal, so it is added to the follow set. Next is explained by Pratyusha.
So here we have the parse table, which basically generates the parse table, where and in this function we have first and follow. We give non-terminals, and non-terminals are number of rows and symbols are number of columns. And can you go down a little, Samana? So this function we have, we use tabulate package, which helps to display our parse table, and this is the syntax for the parse tabulate. And for any non-terminals, we print the data. And now we go into the demo of the project. Sahana will be explaining the demo of the project.
So coming to the execution, we first give some grammar in a text file. So we have a grammar. So this is the grammar that we have given. So let's run the code and see. So this is the table for grammar 1 that we had given. So we see that here in the, we see the parse table first and follow set for the given grammar. So first set of A is nothing but A, and the first set of A dash is epsilon. And since it goes to A and B, it is the union of B. And since first of B is also B, we get A epsilon, A epsilon and A, B epsilon and A. So then we have B. So the first set of B is B itself, and the first set of capital B dash is union of the first set of B and epsilon. And the follow set, the A is starting non-terminal since it is followed by A, and it is B and B dollar. And for A dash, since A dash derives A, means A derives A dash. So this is also dollar, and rest of them for B and B dash is also dollar. These are few more examples that we had executed and other grammars we had given. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.